A city is a poem, a man is not a machine. William Carlos Williams said, no ideas but in things. Bukowski's geography is everyday concrete, celebrating humanity in the Los Angeles streets. The daily minutia like landlords, rooming houses, two-bit fires, dusty couches, crowded coffee tables, dirty bathtubs, pawn shops, taco stands, three sparrows on a gate, especially in the Westlake district in East Hollywood. Bukowski briefly hit Bunker Hill, but that was more Fonte, Belosin, and Chandler. Bukowski loved MacArthur Park, living on Coronado, listening to a radio with guts in bed with the shade shut before cracking a midnight beer while pounding out a new poem. His childhood home was on Longwood Avenue between Adams and Washington, a few miles west of Los Angeles High School. It's apropos that LA's best-known poet attended the school named after the city. By the time I discovered Bukowski in my late teens, I was already driving around town. His poetry told me to keep going, don't forget about anything. Bukowski's worldview came from visiting Hollywood Park, Santa Anita, Los Alamitos, or even Del Mar to bet on the horses, or nights at the Olympic Auditorium watching boxing after working all day at the post office, baptized in hot water music, watching the window blasting Beethoven before sliding south onto the Harbor Freeway. A city is a poem to lean into. Bukowski spent decades chasing poetry, using his library card to find something that he could hold on to. Breaking bottles in a barroom brawl on Alvarado, Buke drove down Vermont, Normandy, and Western, living for years off to Longpre, and later on off of Carlton. When I got my own bachelor pad along Franklin and later on off St. Andrews in Koreatown, I channeled that poet hitting dives like Frankenhanks and HMS Bounty. Before marrying Linda Lee and moving to San Pedro, he had girlfriends like Jane that he broke up with over and over and over again. You get so lonely sometimes it just makes sense. Love is a dog from hell. Bukowski could weave beauty on going out to get the mail, watching flower in the rain, honoring the pleasures of the dam, small talk with the fishermen. In the schools of forever, taking side suits to the airport with Mozart and single room occupancy, Bukowski went to LA City College, earning a degree at Sidewalk University. His journeys inspired me to map my own geography. Bukowski's lifelong home was Los Angeles, but for a few years he hit Philadelphia, New York, New Orleans, Atlanta, St. Louis, Miami, riding Greyhound, hopping trains across America, working odd jobs for life experience to write about it later. A poetry junkie, making magic in a dark room, drinking to Tchaikovsky. A poetic ambassador of noir, publishing in small magazines like The Outsider, Open City, and Wormwood Review before presses like Black Sparrow and City Lights. More relentless than a tarantula with inner balance like a gold pocket watch, Bukowski wrote about what he could see with a bluebird in his heart while screaming from the balcony.